Welcome to this week's episode of Spicy and Dicey. Anybody ever in the future that watches this stuff, you're going to have a weird time because it fluctuates in quality like from the beginning to now. But you know what? Let's have a good time and let's go. Let's play this bitch. Whoop. Recap starting. Song, of course, by Red Fox. Whoop.
I'm a lit kid B.
And I can't change the past, but I can change the present. I keep you company and keep a better weapon. I gotta go, I gotta sit in low. Giving up up straight smoke, I'll keep keeping on till I get a roll. They try to hold me back, ain't stopping my progression. Because the shade they throw can't stop my blessings. I gotta go, I gotta sit in low. Giving up up straight smoke, I'll keep keeping on till I get a roll. I gotta get a real hope. Y'all won't see me drowning cause y'all know I float. Ain't in my veins, but you know I spit flames like Amalia. I turn a hater to toast. Nothing can change you in place if you don't let it bother. Your haters be doing the most. I'm gonna do what is right and I follow what's popular. Keeping my family close cause I gotta flex. People to me, they got time for depression. Gotta live life every day as a lesson. The misfits of Malala, we come with blessings. Like life is too short to be moping and stressing. And in case I need it, I keep me away.
Hold on, guys. There's a quick little glitch out happening in the video. Let me fix this really fast. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. That's okay. I just got scared.
Saving the world, doing whatever I need to protect it. Gotta stay blessed. And I can't change the past, but I can change the present. I keep you company and keep a better.
All right, guys. We're having one little quick technical difficulty. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna start it over for you guys here in 1 second. I'm so sorry. There's a little technical glitch on my video thing, so I'll be right back, guys. Hold on 1 second.
No worries.
It's like a flashy little music video.
I mean, he could just do it live.
He can't perform it live, brother. He can't.
Okay. We got it up.
Okay, I got it up. Let's see if it starts working this time. It starts glitching again, guys. I don't know.
Top 10 things Harley hasn't said.
That's so true.
I'm a lit kid B.
And I can't change the past, but I can change the present. I keep you company and keep a better weapon. I gotta go, I gotta sit in low. Giving up up straight smoke, I'll keep keeping on till I get a roll. They try to hold me back, ain't stopping my progression. Because the shade they throw can't stop my blessings. I gotta go, I gotta sit in low. Giving up straight smoke, I'll keep keeping on till I get a roll. I gotta get a real hope. Y'all won't see me drowning cause y'all know I float. Ain't in my veins, but you know I spit flames like Amalia. I turn a hater to toast. Nothing can change you in place if you don't let it bother. Your haters be doing the most. I'm gonna do what is right and I follow what's popular. Keeping my family close cause I gotta flex. People to me, they got time for depression. Gotta live life every day as a lesson.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going up with today's video, so I'm going to just cut to the recap. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing this. I wasn't doing this all earlier, so it's fucking... You know me, this is what I just said about our quality earlier. Yay! So you know what? Actually, I have another idea. I'm going to bring it up on another screen. Stay right here. I'll be right back. And I know it's kind of important, guys, to get the recap in. So let me just bring it up somewhere else. I'll be right back. I apologize. Fuck! It's okay. I'll be right back. Just chill out.
No worries. Let's see here. You guys want to see my beautiful face for the first time in months?
Do it, do it, do it.
Of course.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Here we go. I don't know what my
You know, guys,
camera's
I just
playing.
realized that it is the actual video. The actual video itself actually has a glitch in it. So let me just get that up to you guys now over here without the glitch. And it's for some reason the video itself actually had a glitch in it when I loaded it. Didn't see that earlier. So just 1 second, guys. I'll pull up the video file and hopefully it won't have the glitch in it. But I'll be right back.
That makes sense.
You're alive.
You live.
I'm alive.
I'm glad
It's
you're
a
on cam
miracle.
because I'm not going to be on cam today. And,
We need to
balance.
have one person at least, right?
Yeah, like someone's got to do it. So thank you.
Someone's got to do it for us all. Oh,
It's all up to you now.
Oh, you won't be alone on cam. Sakura, you will be alone.
It's okay, even if I am. Alright. There we go.
You
It's
kept
like your
your posters, yeah.
What?
You kept your posters. I really like them.
Yeah, I kept the posters. A new place, same posters.
Nice.
I like your Nami pillow. It's awesome.
Thank you. It's actually a gift from Jay and Harley.
Oh,
Honestly, it's really, really soft.
it looks
Super
like it.
soft. Where's
Your room looks cute though. You like the new place?
Thank you. Yeah, it's so nice. Where did I put oh, there it is. I need this because it has all my D&D stuff on it. Shit. It's only at 5%.
You resting up well?
Hey Jane, you can play it.
Oh, okay, I can. All right. Here, let me boom. Woo!
I'm a lit kid be.
And I can't change the past, but I can change the present. I keep you company and keep a better weapon. I gotta go. I gotta sit in low. Giving her up straight smoke. I'll keep keeping on till I get her on hope. They try to hold me back, ain't stopping my progression. Because the shade they throw can't stop my blessings. I gotta go. I gotta sit in low. Giving her up straight smoke. I'll keep keeping on till I get her on hope. I gotta get a real hope. Y'all won't see me drowning cause y'all know I float. Ain't in my veins, but you know I spit flames like Amalia. I turn a hater to toast. Nothing can change you in place if you don't let it bother. Your haters be doing the most. I'm gonna do what is right and I follow what's popular. Keeping my family close cause I gotta flex. People to me, they got time for depression. Gotta live life every day as a lesson. The misfits of Mallow, we coming with blessings. Like life is too short to be moping and stressing. And in case I need it, I give me a weapon. Saving the world, doing whatever I need to protect it. Gotta stay blessed. And I can't change the past, but I can change the present. I keep you company and keep a better weapon. I gotta go. I gotta sit in low. Giving her up straight smoke. I'll keep keeping on till I get her on hope. They try to hold me back, ain't stopping my progression. Because the shade they throw can't stop my blessings. I gotta go. I gotta sit in low. Giving her up straight smoke. I'll keep keeping on till I get her on hope.
Last time on Spicy and Dicey, the Misfits of Malla were on the Wolf, the ship owned by Cal, Pippa's brother, who was reunited with her, and Amalia with Hades, who was on the ship recovering after he was hurt, and told Halmon about the destruction of the land of Drew, and that his father might be held with Norman, the drow who was leading the recruitment, who was related to Belle. Meanwhile, Wendeline and Sirus spoke with Gussie, a crewmate of Cal's who said her brother might be a traitor. They spoke with Cal and decided to go off with Wendeline to look for her brother, Guy. Astrum learned of a girl named Paloma looking for him and joined the crew again. An injured Halmon had to share a bed with Hades, who did not like this as he tried to recuperate. However, the rest of the team, Astrum, Pippa, Clive, and Amalia, discussed finishing the mission and going out the next day to look in the town for the Drow recruitment center. While upstairs, Belle had an odd interaction with Piccadilly Mistletoe, who himself was acting very suspicious. Back on the beach, it seemed that they had found Wendeline's brother Kai, as she turned into her wolf form and was able to free him and then use a fiery bolt to take down the fishman that was guarding the area, while Sirus himself then turned his sights on the large land orca that was guarding the cove.
It seemed that they had also rescued Paloma, who informed them all that this was the area that the special arcane weapons made from the Masters were coming in and out of, and only accessible through swimming or riding the goldfish there, as no ships were allowed. Back on the deck of the ship, it turned out that Piccadilly Mistletoe was a traitor, working with Roland and Norman this whole time, and attacked Belle. She, however, was quickly protected by the team who heard her scream, and Pippa blocked her as a bear, and Clive was able to get the killing shot on Piccadilly. Halmon then gave his new stepdaughter Belle a hug, and they regrouped, as Clive then took the body of Piccadilly Mistletoe to soothe the craving from the Raven God and send a message to Norman. However, on the other side of the island, Cal had showed Sirus and Wendeline a strange drawing on the cave walls that he'd seen as a child, seemingly there for a while. A drawing of Sakura on the wall with the Masters? Now, what will happen this week on?
Man, I don't want to get recruited by no evil drow, man. That sounds awful. Attacking kids like Belle, how could you even do something like that? What are you thinking about in this game tonight?
Damn, this Paloma girl sounds hot. Purple hair.
What? Did it get cut off?
I think so, yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I got cut off there. I don't know what's going on. Hold on 1 second.
That's okay. Sometimes there's just technical
I honestly thought that was
difficulties.
good comedic timing when he was about to go on about Paloma.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, guys. I don't know what happened today. For some reason, the video file, I guess, got corrupted, and it wasn't doing that earlier. And literally, of course, right before we play, things don't work. So that's how life goes, isn't it? But hey, that's whatever. You got the recap in. That was the important part of it all anyway. So I apologize, Greg. The beginning part was supposed to be a lot cooler with stuff, new visuals for your music. However, for some reason, I don't know why the file didn't have them loading, so it kept glitching. Luckily, that glitch kind of looked cool with the music, but
music video skip.
Yeah, so next week, guys, that'll be fixed. I apologize. The main point is that you guys got the recap in anyway. So we're going to start off exactly where we left off last time. And when I seem flustered by that stuff, guys, it's just because I spend so much time making those openings. It doesn't seem like I do, but I do. So it just gets frustrating. But let's get to where we last left off, which was with you, Stassi, and with you, Sirus. You guys were at the cove on the beach where Cal had taken you, and Wendeline, you were able to save your brother Kai. He was found there. However, it turns out, Wendeline, that your brother seemingly was a traitor, but not in the way that you guys thought. Kai went there in hopes to maybe make a deal with them to try to free your parents, try to figure this all out. However, he got captured. However, Paloma was there as well, this beautiful purple-haired islander girl. She had like kind of webbed fingers, however, Wendeline and Sirus, you guys saw, and she did inform you, Wendy and Sirus, that you could only make it to the caves by swimming underwater or riding on goldfish to get there. So Sirus and Wendeline, you may want to really, tell your team about this when you see them, but you do know that that's the only way you can get to those caves, Wendy, and that's the place where the master that you need to find is being hidden. So, at least that's where all those arcane weapons that they're shooting you guys with, and Hades and all that, they're being manufactured over there, Wendeline and Sirus. However, Sirus, you were shown something very odd by Cal as he took you into these caves, and Wendy, you guys, Wendeline, by the way, are you in your wolf form still, or do you want to turn back into you? Mind you, your bikini top has been ripped off, so if you turn back into you, you have to figure out how to cover your chest. But that's up to you, Wendy. But your mic, turn your mic on too when you can.
Cyrus got something for that, just in case.
Okay, that is true. Cyrus, you
of course you do.
You have a cape with you, of course.
Ruining my fun.
Oh, Wendy, do you want your titties out? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I just
No,
hate
you
how
said
everybody's
you
always
said that.
prepared.
No, you said that.
I didn't say that. I'm still putting words in my mouth. Anyway, what are we? So are we trying to figure out how to get to the cave, or do we want to meet back up with the group first before we get to this cave?
Most
Yeah, I mean,
definitely want to meet up with the rest of the crew first, and then go in here. Because if we keep going off without them, at this point they're gonna might be presumed dead at this point. We've been gone for quite some time.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Cal's gonna look over to you, Wendeline. Yeah, I agree with Sirus. I think we gotta get back to our ship. But like I said, I don't know what this means. Your friend is. There's a picture of her on this wall. This has been here for a long fucking time. At least 15 years. Ever since King Enon started making people not listen to music, I know that I've seen this mural. And I'm telling you, if your friend Sakura is on it, then something's weird here. Why the fuck would my sister's new friend be on a mural written with fucking legendary monsters from hundreds of years ago? What the fuck? I don't know.
Well, I like how you're asking us. Like, maybe Sakura would know, so we should probably go find her.
Well, fuck, who else am I supposed to ask? Wendeline, you know the girl. I don't fucking know her. I mean, hell, I'd like to know.
You would think I know her, but there's a lot that I don't know about her at this point. She surprises me every day.
That's about right. Well, if my sister trusts her and trusts you guys, then I guess that's all I need to know. So, Sirus, you ready to head back?
He just gives a nod like he doesn't speak anymore.
All right. All right. Well, Sirus, Cal then looks to you. He's like, all right, let's join the rest of the crew. Get back to the ship. I think we could all use a nice rest. So Cal's going to start leading the way as Wendeline and Sirus. I'm assuming you're going to follow in his direction. I want you, Wendeline, Sirus, can you guys both give me perception rolls before we move on to you guys getting back to the ship? Both some perception rolls.
I have
Okay,
13.
Wendy. All right, Wendy. Unfortunately, Wendeline, you didn't see anything else. I can't give you anything off the 13. Sirus, on the other hand, Wendeline, you kind of follow out. I don't once again. I don't know if you're in wolf form or human form anymore, but you follow Cal out. And Sirus, though, before you leave, you notice something on the painting. You notice down in the corner, there's a signature, and it starts with a P. It seems to be like a very cursive, very feminine signature. And what you can read is, Sirus, you know Elvish. In Elvish, it seems to say, it says Paloma. Written as if that who wrote this or drew this mural.
I think Cyrus kind of he nods at that, and he just kind of notes that in his head.
All right. So you notice that this mural was indeed seemingly painted by Paloma? ? And you follow Cal and Stassi, or Wendeline, out of the cave. You guys head down the beach together as Cal kind of leads the way. Once again, he's not acting as suspicious anymore because he now has shown you what he believed was a little bit worrying to him. But you guys end up back to the ship, and the rest of you had decided to start to go get a night's rest. Belle, you had just been attacked by Norman. You were fucking basically shot at point blank, Belle. But the group came and saved you. And Clive, last thing I want to do before we take our nice long rest for the night is that what did you want to do? As you brought down Piccadilly Mistletoe's body downstairs, we do know that you need to. The group can assume that you're going to go do the thing you need to do. But what else? I know you wanted something else. So, what were you doing?
Well, for the appraisal of the Raven God, he'll take an arm and then just prepare that while everyone else is getting sorted and such. But what he wants to do to send a message is he'll heat up some kind of metal instrument, because there's got to be a flame or something in the kitchen. And I just need to check what Clive can speak. carve into the skull and into the forehead of Piccadilly Mistletoe in deep speech traitor. And then he'll take a few spare poles of wood or such. He's gonna essentially leave it on the dock, skewered head on a pike, with traitor carved into the skull of Piccadilly Mistletoe. That's the message he's going to be sending to Norman.
Oh, okay. So, Clive, you get pretty nasty here, and you're like, I'm not playing around. And you shove the head of Piccadilly, basically like on a pike, outside of the ship. I want you to give me this is just for fun, but I want you to give me an intimidation roll on how intimidating you make this look. Like as you're putting this out there, like on the ship, I want to see the intimidation level of what you're doing here.
Yeah, you know my luck with rolls.
Well, I'm sorry, man.
I'll probably give me something. Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. So you got a dirty 20. So the head is fucking chopped off. Piccadilly, the bullet hole you put right through his head is just right in the middle, written right underneath it, carved into his forehead is traitor in deep speak. The other drow that kind of are watching the ship for Hades, they look at you, Clive, like, darn right. He was a traitor. That's right. You put it out there for everybody to see. Thank you.
I've just looked at some of the crew with the most solemn snake face, you could say. The most solemn face. Just looks at them. Nobody fucks with our Bell.
And he looks to you like, I like that one. I like that one. The drow are like, they're like, I like him. Like, he's an interesting guy. So Clive, you manage to put this head out on the front of the ship. The rest of the drow know exactly what you're doing. They're standing strong with you, and you're gonna go to bed too. So all of you, if you'd like, you can take a long rest. So please, everybody here, take a long rest. You're getting a full night's sleep before you guys wake up the next morning. And as you guys take your long rest,
we return back to the ship and stuff, right?
Yes, you guys return back. However, as you get there, Sirus, Wendeline, it seems that most people have gone to bed. I know for story guys, I'm just gonna put some of you guys to bed. So Halmon, Pippa, Belle, Amalia, Sakura. Yeah, do you have a question?
I just want to say we have a raid happening right now from Quests and Jest. So shout out to y'all. Make sure you guys are following us here, and we go live every Tuesday.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your raid. Appreciate it. Mwah. And you back to story. The rest of you, Sakura, you've also gone to sleep, and Belle, you've also gone to sleep, and Molly, you've gone to sleep. Sirus, anything you want to do on the deck then before sleep? Sounds like you might.
Well, nothing in particular. I think he's just kind of just self-reflecting on what he saw and what he noticed. And he doesn't typically need to sleep, so he'll probably just like take his time and kind of just like patrol all night. He'll probably take a few snatches and sit down. He doesn't need to sleep.
I will say that Wendeline and Sirus, though, you both noticed the Piccadilly Mistletoe's head piked on the front of the ship as you enter. And the last you two saw, Piccadilly Mistletoe was a friend. So I will say that both of you clock that as you enter the ship again. Clearly,
he most definitely stares at it, and he's kind of just like, I'll ask about it in the morning. It's been a long
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Sirus as you see that, and Wendeline, you see that too. Clive, you're actually on deck. So Sirus, you see that Clive is there. If you want to ask him, Clive is there.
Yeah, he's gonna walk up and ask. So he like walks up. He's not obviously like he's not tired, but he looks like kind of like over it a little bit. And he like walks over and Clive, why is his head on a pike?
Shot Bell point blank.
Okay, no, he deserved it.
End of story. End of story. And then so
Turns out he was working with Norman. He was an infiltrator the entire time.
That was my handiwork. Time we send a message to the prick. We mean business.
Yeah. I think he nods at that, and he's like, you can say he's in full agreement. Like, fuck that guy. If Sirus was there, he'd probably did worse. And I think he just relays the information that he got from like Halmon and stuff. That we need to go down with the goldfish, and that he did notice a signature which was written by her. So he's just a little like confused though. How does she know all that?
So let's just say, Clive, that and Wendeline, I'm going to include you on this too. Let's say that Clive, Wendeline, and Sirus, as they get back, Wendeline, you hear what Clive has said, that, Piccadilly tried to shoot Belle, and obviously that's a no-go. Sirus immediately, okay, we killed him. Wendeline, you hear that he was a traitor as well. And then I'm going to have Clive, they relieve to you, everything they learned about where the weapons are being manufactured by the caves, how to get there via underwater or riding the goldfish, and the mural sporting Sakura's face next to the masters. So, Clive, as you hear all of this information, you take it in from Stassi and from Sirus, or from Wendeline and Sirus. I just want you to know that you know all that information now. So Clive, Wendeline, Sirus, you know all of this stuff about the cove, where to go to find the master, and something interesting about your friend Sakura. Wendeline, before you go to bed, anything you want to do now that you're back in the crew? And by the way, everybody else, we're going to get to you in a second. Wendeline, anything else for the night that you want to do? Anything you want to say to Sirus? Anything you want to do on the ship? Clive?
No, I'm good. I'm ready to go to bed.
All right. So, Wendy, you've had a day. You found your brother. Your brother has made it back to the ship himself. He kind of looks to you, Wendeline, before he goes to bed. He's like, hey, thanks for coming to find me.
Don't thank me yet. I'm not done with you. We'll talk tomorrow.
Look, I'm sorry, sis, but I'm not letting them kill our... They ain't killing mom and dad. We'll get them back.
Well, you're not going to get yourself killed in the process.
Hey, so, who's the knight?
We are going to talk in the morning.
All right. Sure. Hey, if you don't want him, hell, maybe I'll take him.
Hi.
I'm just saying, you know me. Hey.
You know what? Shoot your shot. See what happens. Good night.
I don't know. He's not really my type. I like men with red hair, but Cal's not, Let's just say he doesn't like me. Kai gives you a wink, and he's cheeky. You know your brother. He's a little bit like Halmon. He's a bisexual flirt. And Kai then goes to bed himself. He looks a little bit ashamed of himself as he passes Cal. He knows that he ruined things for his captain. Cal watches there, gives you a look back, Wendeline. Good night. Looks to you, Sirus. Good night. Goes to Clive. Look, it's my duty here to watch the ship and make sure that Hades is not attacked again. That means I expect you guys to go find out where this is all happening tomorrow, all right? You take my sister and you find these drow. I'm counting on you.
Oh, trust me, my friend. We were on to this well before. He looks back to the head of Piccadilly. That. We'll do our job well. I guarantee that.
All right, then. Well, I'm going to get a good night's rest. You guys know Astrum, right? That means he's got to be somewhere on this ship. I'm going to wake up that piece of shit. I need a song before bedtime. All right, take it easy. So, Wendeline, you go to bed. Sirus, you do your nightly patrol. Let's say that Wendeline, you say, I don't know if you're going to say goodnight to Sirus, but I'm assuming you guys do some type of goodnight. And Clive, then you go to bed as well. Astrum, you hear a knock on your door as Cal's like, "Hey, you son of a bitch, I need a song. Open up. Keep it quiet, though." As he goes in, he just barges into your room, Astrum. You know Cal. He's a friend of yours, buddy. You guys are both like pirate types. He goes in there like, "Oh, man, sounds like you got yourself in a load of shit."
So Astrum immediately, without hesitation, is just going to dap him up, be like, "Cal, My boy, what's poppin', my boy? How you been?
Oh, man. Fucking hell. I'm just waiting for you and my sister to get back here so I can get out of Goldfish. This place ain't for me. Look, I know you love this place, but I stop here only once in a while. But look, whatever I can do to help you get it back in shape. All right?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man, for real. This team that you led me to, it's all right.
Well, my sister's a good one. Stupid as a bag of rocks, but a good one. Look, something came up, though, earlier. There was this girl, Paloma. What do you know about her?
Let's just say we got a little bit of history. But, I don't know. I heard she's been making some music. She's been looking for me. I don't know.
Well, that's dangerous, mate. Music in this town ain't good the last 10 years, man. You know that? But hey, I found this weird picture on a wall. Showed it to your friend Sirus. I think he noticed she might be involved.
What do you mean she's involved?
Don't ask me, mate. I don't know her from Adam. But seems like you do. Something to keep an eye out. Oh.
All right, look.
Yeah?
I'll
What?
try to talk to her whenever I can. You know, there's so much going on right now, but I'll make sure to go find her whenever the time is right.
Well, you better, because your friend Sakura, I think, might be in some deep trouble. So you should protect that pink-haired one.
What do you know about Sakura?
Apparently she's drawn on a fucking wall, mate. Over by a cave. My sister all of a sudden's walking around with a fantasy. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I know.
Alright, I really don't know what to think of any of this, but it's really not nothing we can do right now. So I'm just gonna sleep on it, looking into it tomorrow, but hey, it's good catching up with you, my boy. Glad to see you looking good.
Ah, man, you're always looking good too, man. And he kind of gives you another dab, and then he goes to bed. So, Astrum, you have to think about this now. Paloma seems to be connected to something and has some connection to Sakura. But, like you said, nothing you can do for the rest of your night. So, Astrum, you also take a good night's sleep and get a long rest. And this is going to lead us all to the next morning, where all of you now wake up on the ship. Belle, I'm going to have you wake up first. As you like hear the waves outside, Belle, everybody, you kind of hear everything going on. Belle, you awaken. You get to the front of the ship. Amalia, you are in the room with Hades at the moment. However, Belle, I'm going to have you, somebody knocks on your door. As a drow kind of nurse comes to your door, Belle. Excuse me, little girl? Are you awake?
No, I'm sleeping.
Well, sleepy girl, when you have a moment, Lord Hades would like a word with you, if possible.
And then I think Belle would just like shoot out the door. She knows if Hades needs her, it's serious business. And she's like,
Okay, all right. So, Belle, you wake up straight out the door. You're escorted to Hades' room. Amalia, you wake up from your slumber and you see that Hades is actually up. And he's awake and he's...
Why are you up so early? What time is it?
It's about 10 a.m. I let you guys sleep in a little longer than I anticipated, darling, but look, if the task is indeed to find Norman and stop these drow like you told me about last night, then I have an idea. Your friend Halmon isn't going to like it, but I've summoned your friend Belle here.
What do you need Belle for?
Look, I don't want to overstep my place. But I think we could use the little one.
What do you mean use?
As I told you, she's related to Norman. I'll explain in a moment. I think it's best that I ask her.
If your plan is to use her as bait, no.
Amalia. Please. let's just ask her
This
what she
isn't
thinks.
up for questioning. No. She nearly died yesterday.
My point exactly. Her parents were clearly a target. She clearly is a target. My friend Piccadilly, clearly a traitor. Let me just ask her what she thinks about this. This is not for question for you, Amalia. This is not a debate. I'm telling you what I'm going to ask her. I love you.
I will hunt them down. I will hunt Norman down, but you are not going to use her as bait.
Fine, she doesn't have to be bait. Maybe she can just be part of it. How about that? She's strong, Amalia. She survived an attack against Piccadilly last night. Don't underestimate her. She's a drow.
She's also a child.
She's also strong. When your mother died, were you not a child?
Yeah, and look where that got me.
We got you pretty strong.
Not by
you by
choice.
Well, it doesn't seem like she has a choice either. At this moment, though, Belle, you are escorted to the door, and you hear Belle, bop, 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 and you are allowed into the room, Belle. Enter! Belle, you're brought into the room, and Belle, I'm going to say that you don't even have to roll a perception check here. Amalia is clearly, Amalia, I don't think you're hiding it on your, are you? I don't know. I don't think you're hiding it. So you can tell that Amalia isn't pleased at the moment, Belle, as Hades ushers you in. Good morning, little one. How are you? How are you today, Belle?
I'm still very sleepy, but I'm here because you wanted me to be here, and you're my king, so I am here for you.
Good. That's exactly what your king. He looks to Amalia.
I
gives you
glare at him.
kind of gives you like a smirk. That's exactly what your king wants to hear. Now, Belle, I'm about to ask you something extremely serious. You can do it or not. It's up to you, but I know of your unfortunate relationship with your Uncle Norman. I know what he's done to a lot of the young drow and how he seems to think that whatever curse he's put upon all of you will hold you back. But, Belle, we're in a time of revolution. A time of change for your people, and your parents will not have died in vain, Belle. I need you to help me stop your uncle. Is there any way that you think you'd be willing to help me lure him out?
Belle looks like really distressed, and she's like taking steps away from him, like she's backing away.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of like backing away, and like obviously looks really upset, and goes, "I'm sorry. I don't want to say no to you because you're my king and all, but I don't want to go anywhere near him. I'm sorry. No."
Belle, you can tell him to fuck off.
Amalia, please.
No. She clearly hates the idea, and she's only entertaining it because you're her king. That's fucked up, and you cannot be using her that way.
Belle, I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. I just was suggesting it because clearly your uncle has a hatred towards much of your family. Hell, I know he tortured you as a kid by just putting a curse upon you to see you sad. I know. But Belle, if he could be drawn out, then perhaps we can stop him. We could kill your Uncle Norman. You will never have to feel that pain that he gives you inside ever again. You won't have to worry if he's ever around the corner, if he's ever there. Belle, the curse will leave. Halmon won't ever have to worry about protecting you from it ever again. I haven't talked about this with your new father, but he looks to Amalia too.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hades looks to Amalia. Don't you think it'd be best for her, Amalia?
you like that, or would you like to go get some blueberry pie right now?
Well, I do like pie, and the pie definitely sounds a lot better than being shark bait. So I'm gonna say pie, and
So
I'm
let's go get
so
some pie.
sorry.
Hades is just left like standing as Amalia.
I give him kind of a look as I just like walk behind under out the door in search of some blueberry pie on the ship.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna have Hades. Unfortunately, you guys are putting me in a position. Belle and Amalia here. Okay. So this type of decisions, this is what a DM is. I need to be prepared for. so Hades then looks to you, Belle, one more time. Fine. Belle, once again, like I said, you're king. Or look, you don't even have to call me your king. Belle, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But Norman
And
is
I don't
here.
want to do it, so I told you I don't want to do it, so I don't want to do it. And that's that. And you said I don't have to do anything I don't want to do, so I'm not doing it.
Don't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Belle, I'm going to have you give me a persuasion roll here because you are trying to persuade a god to not ask you for a favor. So give me one persuasion roll, Belle. However, I will give you advantage here because Amalia is there. And Amalia, you're kind of swaying this decision for Hades. So, Belle, give me one persuasion roll. I'm sorry, Halmon, by the way, you're not here for this.
Honestly, I'm gonna fight you.
Well, he's not asking for a bad plan.
You know damn well why you didn't have me in this conversation, you bitch.
Look, man, Hades knows you. He knows. Okay, so Belle, unfortunately, you're not, but you have an advantage. You have advantage, Belle.
Can
Take
I
your
roll
advantage.
persuasion?
Yep, Amalia, you can also roll persuasion if you'd like. I'll give you a persuasion as well. You just don't get advantage.
I got 28, so without advantage.
Fuck you. So, Belle, you can also give me one persuasion roll, but honestly, Amalia's taking that persuasion.
I could. They didn't.
He's
they weren't
giving
selling
Hades the
fucking bowl
look.
no more. But got some super sour.
What'd you say? Octavius?
Oh, no, I was talking about a little better. My fault. I didn't know I was on mute.
Oh, you're good. I thought you were saying something. I was like, what's super sour? All right, so Belle, you noticed that Amalia.
My fault.
Oh hell yeah! Give me some sour candy. So Amalia, you notice that Hades drops it immediately. He looks to Belle like, "All right, I'm sorry, Belle. It was just a thought. Your uncle's been causing so much problems. I just thought maybe he would come out if he knew you were here. But you know what?" He looks to Amalia. "You're right. She's a child." Looks to Belle. "Go get your pie." He kind of like makes his finger go like this, Belle. You see him like do this, and all of a sudden, Amalia, Belle, the whole ship, you can hear or not hear, smell blueberry pie just wafting in from upstairs. Hades has seemingly magically made blueberry pie appear. So, Belle, you oh, what?
No, I was just because you said here. I was like, now I want to know what blueberry pie sounds like.
Well, maybe Pippa can make that happen. Pippa can literally make that happen. So the blueberry pie is like, "What up, bitch?" It's like that was not what I expected at all. I'm blueberry motherfucking pie. So yeah, the arms and legs on the pie. But okay, so Belle and Amalia, you go upstairs to wake. Sakura, you however wake up the next morning. You and Pippa are in the same cabin. Pippa, you wake up next to Sakura. You guys are in the same room. Pippa, Sakura, anything you guys want to do before you guys head into town? This is just that quick stuff you guys are doing before you head into town, and then I'm going to get to you, Halmon. So, Sakura, Pippa, anything you'd like to do as you wake up before you guys head off into the town?
Not that I can think of right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to do. You're just on the ship. So, Sakura, you just wake up, get your day started. Pippa?
Pippa's stretching. She's getting dressed. She looks over at Sakura. Coffee?
Yes. Please.
We
Maybe
need to, like,
some leftover blueberry pie.
Yeah, as you smell it, you just smell that weekend Sakura. You're like, blueberry pie? The fuck? Like you just like you smell it. We know Sakura's got her her food knowledge on ready. Sakura knows that blueberry pie is being cooked.
Honestly, yeah, I think blueberry pie is the only thing that's gonna quench my taste of food. I'm starving. We also need to talk to everybody, see what's happening, see if anybody came back, and we need to figure everything out.
Yeah.
So let's go.
All right. So Sakura and Pippa, you go join on the Amalia and Belle and everybody on the deck. Sirus, you're on the deck as well as they come up and see you. Halmon, you wake up the next morning, your leg gone, still missing. You have that weird scabby, bloody, pussing thing that Amalia tried to heal you on your leg with her blood clotting kind of things to help clean it up. However, you still have that disgusting cauterized scab on there. In your room, Halmon, you've been transferred to your own cabin now. That bloody stump thing that Pippa tried to make for you is on the ground in the room. But what do you want to do, Halmon, as you wake up this morning after your attack and everything? What do you want to do, buddy?
Is anyone in the room with me?
Nope, you are by yourself at this moment in time.
I mean, I can't really move unless I give myself wings, and that's annoying to do because I'm in a closed room.
You can
I
call
guess
for
I'll just wait. Yeah, until like I'm kind of in misery.
You're just waiting.
I'm
just
miserable.
waiting.
I hate my life. I'm wondering if Belle's fine. You know, hopefully everything's fine.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill and hope no one comes to get me.
I'm gonna mix things up here actually, and have you hear a knock on your door. You hear the voice of Hades. Halmon, are you in there?
Where else would I be, dude? I have one leg.
Valid. He realizes what he said. He's like, that's a valid statement. Instead of opening your door, just teleports next to your bed. You see a puff of black smoke come out of the ground and Hades standing next to you. It's a little unsettling. So once again, he's just all of a sudden from there to teleports in next to you. I need to talk to you, if you don't mind.
Halmon's like grumbling, but like sitting up in a bed. Like,
Look,
you know, fine.
We had a tense conversation yesterday about the land of Drew, yes? I wanted to suggest something to Belle earlier. However, Molly and her said no. But I think that it's best that I come to you with this as well.
Okay.
I asked Belle to do something for me. However, she said no.
So
I think, however... Right? Well, that's that for now. However, I want to see what you think. As we know, Norman is in town, and he's deeply connected to Roland, who just destroyed the land of Drew. If Roland is working with the West Kingdom government at the top level and has high connections with Norman, then we need to obviously stop Norman, and we are on our way. But the best way to find him, I think, is by using Belle as a way to lure him out.
Why don't we use you instead?
Well, they attacked me, and I don't think that, let's just say, I would lure him out. I think that he would very much know what we're trying to do. However, Belle is a family relative that he has connections to. If she just...
See, the thing is, you're suggesting something that's going to make me kick your ass, and then we put you out there in a weekend spot.
Halmon, your whole city is destroyed!
Yeah. I get it. If you suggest some stupid shit like that again, one of us is going to die. I'm not giving up Belle for my city. So are we going to do this, or are we moving on?
Nobody said we have to give her up.
I'm not going to risk her. If you want, we can risk you. We can weaken you to draw him out. I am not doing that to Belle.
What if I disguise one of you to look like Belle.
That's a better idea. Okay, there we go. Let's maybe not ask the father to risk his daughter, his one like adopted thing, the only thing that gets him out of bed in the morning, and maybe let's communicate and like work something out instead of jumping right into
Halmon,
child endangerment.
he is an experienced drow necromancer alchemist who can do many things with magic. He may be able to realize that is a spell right off the bat. I was thinking if we used the real Belle, it would work. But you know what? This might be if you don't want to use real Belle and she doesn't want to do it, I will disguise one of you. However, he may be able to dispel it, see through it. Then Goldfish will be
person
attacked.
That knows her the best.
All right. So I'm assuming that will be either you.
Yeah, me
or
Sakura.
Well, if I make you look like her, your leg will temporarily come back for a moment. At least until you're attacked and the spell is worn off.
At that point, hopefully he'll be too angry to care about anyone else but me. And then everyone comes in. And if I have to make that sacrifice, I will. But I'm not sacrificing Belle.
All right. Well, you can't blame a god for trying. I was
but we'll move on.
Well, you know, I'm gonna get enough of it from my wife later. just you can see that he's just oh fuck it, I'm gonna hear it from Amalia tonight, like type of vibe as he eases back from his trying to be Hades and he kind of relaxes into. All right. Well, just let me know before you set off and we'll make the disguise happen. But if you find the recruitment center and find Norman, well, maybe we could at least stop him recruiting the drow to roll inside.
I'm sure that's part of the agenda today. Honestly, I'm gonna take a step back for a little bit because it's still like an open wound. I don't know. Do you see the pus leaking out right now?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Honestly, I don't know how I haven't bled to death yet.
Well, Amalia's good with her blood. So as you guys are discussing in the room, he's like looking at your leg. Halmon, he does help you up though. Like I'm gonna have Hades. He's really strong. He's Hades. He's very strong. So he kind of lifts you up, Halmon, and kind of helps like get you up and stuff. He's like, "Do you need me to? Do you want to go up or
just is there no goddamn canes on this ship?" Yes.
He just manifests. I'm gonna have Hades just manifest like a cane. He just manifests like a lovely cane. He knows what you like. There's a little rose on the top of the cane for you. He's like,
"All right,
will this suffice?"
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Halmon, we've always got off to the wrong foot, I feel. I know I almost made you chop off your hand. Now I've almost made you kill your stepdaughter or get her into trouble. I want you to know that I do like being your cousin's husband. I just want you to know this.
I know you love her. That's why I'm not killing you right now.
Okay. So you and Hades then also like you have a little moment and you head up to the top of the ship. I'm going to say here, everybody, Belle, Wendeline, Sakura, Pippa, Amalia, Astrum, Sirus, Clive, you guys all then go up and gather on the top of the ship. For the stake and expedience of story, let's say, Sirus, that you also relay the story. I'm assuming you would. I'm going to have Sirus and Cal and Wendeline, you guys tell the rest of the crew what you saw, except for Sakura. They haven't addressed the mural yet. However, I'm going to say that Sirus and Wendeline, you told them about the cove, where it leads, and how you need to ride goldfish to get there or swim underwater. Astrum, you clock this. You also know that you have a potion of water breathing, and you yourself can breathe underwater. Pippa, I know you had something you want to talk about with Astrum, so I'm going to go here before you guys leave to town and we take our quick break. Pippa, what did you want to ask Astrum?
Pippa just looks, after you guys told us everything, Pippa just looks over at Astrum and says, "So wait, are you like Fishman or something?" We like pot
I'm half
fish, man.
fish man. Yeah, I'm half fish man. Dad was a human. My mom was a fish woman.
So wait, do you have gills? How's that work?
I don't necessarily got gills. It's just I can more or less like just kind of breathe in the water. Doesn't really make sense, but just take it for what it is.
Huh. Interesting. It's kind of weird that you didn't tell us, but you know, I figured it out.
Mask.
Oh, damn. So Pippa, you just like noticed that you seem to be concealing something. Astrum seems to have been hiding the fact that he's been a fish man, or not hiding it, but it didn't come out in full conversation with you guys. And as you guys look at Astrum, you do realize that he's slightly different. He has beautiful like eyes that are a little bit more than, I guess we could say, human eyes. Astrum he's quite a strong guy as well. He's well built and stuff, and his hair is quite nice and long and dreaded as well. But Astrum, I think you guys are noticing there is something a little bit different about him that you guys didn't notice at first. Once again, who knows? However, Belle, I will say, can you please give me a Constitution check, Belle, before we move on to break? Belle, give me a Constitution roll.
I just want to say before rolling this, fuck the blueberry pie, because I know that's what this is for.
It's actually not the blueberry pie. It's something that Halmon has forgotten to do, actually.
Oh.
Son of a bitch! My leg got cut off.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Rolls fucking
Belle told you that you had. Yeah.
Yeah, 11.
An 11. Oh, so unfortunately, Belle, it's not that you
I
get
have like
hurt.
a +7 too. This is horrible.
Yeah. So Belle, you're gonna take 3 hit points of damage only. Just 3 hit points of damage, Belle. But Halmon, as you see her, you realize her skin is getting very sunburnt. As she told you, you need to apply sunscreen onto her body.
How much damage?
Just three hit points. You're getting like a base layer of sunburn because you are a drow elf. The sun is a lot more sensitive to your skin. So it's basically
Sakura, we need some sunscreen.
Because unfortunately, Sierra, when you weren't here right before they got here, you actually had gotten some sunscreen and you put it on, and so Belle was actually okay. She talked to Halmon about it briefly, and Halmon said that he would do it again the next day. However, immediately Halmon didn't do it. So basically, you went up on the deck of the ship, and you are sensitive, Belle. So it hit you like a fucking the light hitting a drow.
But like the entire campaign, Belle's been out in the sun.
Yeah,
so
but it's more that you're like.
Makes sense now.
I think it's because you were basically in a more. Let's just fuck it. It's a fantasy, you bitch. That's why. That's
your magic is flawed.
Okay, well, it's not necessarily that you were like.
I'm taking the 3 points. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense if she's been out in the sun this entire time and we haven't made a point of it before this.
It's the summer sun.
Yeah, let's say like it's more like when you go to Australia and you're not getting a sunburn like somewhere, but it gets a little stronger UV rays somewhere else. It's like that. So fuck it, it's magic. Okay. All right. Even though the drow are recruiting people here.
If we don't go into the city,
I'm going in the city now.
Oh,
so you
my
guys
Lord.
go into the city. You guys go into the city as Belle puts on her sunscreen and everything, and you guys get ready to go. The last thing I want to do is that before we go there, Sakura, you're actually pulled away though quickly by Cal, and this is the last conversation we're gonna have before break, and then we're gonna go into the city. That's why I brought the break up a little earlier. So Belle, Sakura. Cal approaches you now, and this has to do obviously with the mural. And he kind of brings over Pippa. Hey, Pippa, come over here.
Pippa comes over.
He goes up to Sakura with you. Wendeline, Sirus, all of you are actually around at this point. I would have everybody like come around. Cal looks to Sakura. Hey, I want to talk with you.
About what?
Well, it seems that you might be hiding something from all of us, or can I ask you something weird, maybe?
Yeah, I'm really confused.
Well, I showed Sirus and Wendeline something the other day. The picture of the 4 masters. However, we found you on the picture.
Like somebody took a picture? Like a photo of us?
No. It was painted. Been there for years.
Well,
I want to know.
you want to know what?
If you can think about anything that can connect you to this. Anything at all in your mind.
The only thing I could think of would be it might have something to do with my dad. I have no idea.
Sakura, I would like you to give me a
history.
It would be either history or wisdom, but I'm going to go with history. Let's go with history.
4.
Oof, a 4.
We
So
we could try wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying so hard. You're trying to think. You're like, you know what? I'll allow that actually because that was such a low roll. I'll allow you to do one more with wisdom, just to see if your wisdom roll is better. I'm one of those DMs that will give you guys a couple shots. Let's see if wisdom
Is it a check?
can work.
Right, a check.
Yes, it's just a check.
Okay. Please. Okay, I got 16.
Okay, I'll give you wisdom on 16. Sakura, you're trying to remember the best you can, but as the whole group looked to you, Sirus, Wendeline, Cal, you remember, Sakura, just a brief memory from your grandma, the woman made out of foxes. You remember sitting with her as she's talking to you, Sakura. You remember her being like, Sakura, you're something special. I don't just mean your magic. I mean, I think you're destined for great things. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll be the thing that saves this world. I have a feeling that whatever you are, it's bigger than any of us. And I think it comes from inside. And you feel as your grandma's finger kind of presses against your heart. However, now you're realizing perhaps she was talking about something specific as she seems to push in towards your heart. But as you leave, that memory is all that it is. However, you remember as she pushed in, you felt as if that heartbeat was, you can feel it now in your memory. The heartbeat is different than any other heartbeat you've had before. It's like a big, like a drum going off inside your chest as you feel that heartbeat. But that's all you're gaining from this memory. And it leaves you, but as Cal and them all look at you, you're thinking to yourself, what does this have to do to the Masters? Why are you on the same mural as the 4 monsters that you're looking for?
I do not know, you guys, why I would be on the mural, but maybe it has something to do with, like I said, maybe my grandma could give us answers, or perhaps my dad himself. Who knows?
I'm going to have Clive give me, before we move on, this is the last thing, don't worry, Sirus, we're heading out. Clive, give me one memory or history roll yourself here. Something that you specifically clocked from something.
All right. History, or what would be from memory?
That's either wisdom or history. I'm going to leave that up to you, just like Sakura here. If it's
So
shit with
I'll
history,
do,
then
I'll try the history.
Okay.
30-20 again.
Well, Clive, you remembered that the dragon had told you guys in your group. This is right before Sirus came back. You remember that the golden dragon had told you there's a fifth stone. There's a fifth stone. If Sakura is on the mural with the 4 masters, your brain re-triggers and says, hold on. You were told that there was a 5th stone. Halsworth may have the other piece to this 5th master. Perhaps, as you look at Sakura, could she be the other stone? As you think about this, Clive, and you look at Sakura, you all then decide to head off into town. Hades then transforms you, Halmon, into Belle, and Hades then tells Amalia and Belle of his plan. Amalia, Belle, what are your thoughts before we leave on Hades' plan on having Halmon be the bait? Amalia,
I can
mainly
get behind Halmon being bait. That's fine, but we're just not using a child.
So Halmon, she's perfectly fine with you being the bait.
I dap her up as Belle.
And Belle, what do you look at when you see your new dad as you? What are you thinking, Belle? You're like seeing Halmon he is now just you.
I think Belle kind of like walks around him in a circle, like checking him out, like making sure, like I'm like, and like doing like the thing of like, you know, like every time someone has some sort of twin or doppelganger that shows up, it's like, is it me?
Yeah, it's like doing
like
the mirror.
The mirroring.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Hollywood, you're doing really good. Like you're matching Belle perfectly. Like you guys are doing the whole like perfectly in sync. But your plan is coming off without a hitch. However, Clive, just once again, something to mull over in your mind about Sakura, and the rest of you then head into town. Wendeline and Sirus, you kind of bring up the rear, while Pippa, I'm gonna have you and Amalia kind of leading the way. Sakura, you're in the middle with Astrum and the 2 Bells, and then Clive. And we're gonna take a quick break, guys, and then we're gonna go.
Before we go, could Clive actually speak to Kai quickly about something?
To Kai or Cal? Which one?
Sorry, Cal, Pippa's brother.
Sure. Yeah, before we go, you can have one quick word with Cal.
He takes the gun that Piccadell dropped and hands it to Kai. Word of advice, if you have an artificer, I suggest reverse engineering that. Or try to kill as many of the gun-wielding shark bastards as you can and take their weapons. We need to even the score.
Using this to protect the god. You got it. So he takes the gun. He takes the arcane weapon. He pockets it. So now Cal has access to one as well. All right, guys. So you're going to head off now into the town of Goldfish. Astrum, you know it very well. So I'm going to have you up there with Pippa as well as you kind of help lead them into town. Astrum, you know it very well. And the first thing you guys see as you kind of head out of the harbor is the town. And you kind of see that there's some kappas still on the beach there. But Astrum, I will have you clock that there is a purple-haired girl with the kappas on the beach. And as you guys head out into Goldfish, we'll see what happens next. So let's go on a quick break, guys. It's going to be about a 4 to 5 minute break, and we will be right back. I think the video should work, by the way, this time perfectly fine. There shouldn't be any glitches. So we'll be right back, guys, about 5 minutes. Don't worry, Sirus. I'm going to focus back on you and Wendeline in a second. There's a song also, guys, that is featured in the break. That is technically a song that is sung by Paloma and the Kappas. It's called I'm Alive. I did help write some lyrics for this one. However, the AI did generate, of course, the music. So enjoy it. way like that.
Well, maybe you think you're mean, but maybe you're just really strong. You know, maybe you're not actually that bad. Maybe you're just badass.
Maybe I'm not bad. I'm just badass.
Yeah, anybody can choose to be good or bad. You're awesome. I can already tell.
Hey guys, welcome back. And as you know, we're always promoting stuff here at Spicy and Dicey for the Dirty 20 Dye Shop. That's right. It's a D20 dye shop over here. You can go help our friend Sierra and buy some of her merch. Check it out. Do it. Do it now.
I believe everyone allotted on the believe everyone allotted on the believe. I believe everyone allotted on the believe everyone allotted on the believe. Papa on the leaf. I love you, wanna love and on the leaf. I love you, wanna love and on the leaf. But on the leaf. I love you, wanna love and on the leaf. I love you, wanna love and on the leaf. On the leaf. I love you, wanna love and on the leaf. I love you, wanna love and on the leaf. Yeah, I'm alive. I love you, wanna know that I'm alive. I love you, wanna know that I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. I love you, wanna know that I'm alive. I love you, wanna know that I'm alive.
Hi there. This is a little bit of an update lore. This is Paloma talking, or how she would sound, I guess. I have a little bit of a power of clairvoyancy, kind of like your character Wendeline. I guess you could say it really comes out when I use music, though. My whole life I've had it ever since I was little, and I like to draw while I was singing. Some of my visions.
All right, guys, welcome back from the break, and let's continue exactly where we left off. So you got to know a little bit more about the character of Paloma there, as you can see. I've also opened up the D&D Beyond map, so you guys can go in there now, access and look at the town of Goldfish. As you guys can see on the map that I have here up, there's some color bubbles. Those bubbled areas are actually like groups of people. So as you can see down on the beach, there's some green bubble. That's about like 25 Kappas and Paloma, as you can see. And the other larger green bubble, the larger green ones, those are about 50 people. And that means that there's like a group of people there, and including the people in the bubbles. There's a vendor there, as you can see, a potions vendor, a food vendor, a blacksmith that's there. There seems to also be a large crowd of fishmen that seems to be gathered in an area, as you can see as well. That's the blue square. And the red triangle stuff is where the drow location on the map, as you guys can see, is some drow. So that means that those areas have people there gathered together. So if you do things, it will affect those groups of people as well. So, for example, you'll just roll a d20 to see if any damage is caused to a certain amount of people. But As you guys then head into Goldfish, as you can see, it is a thriving, beautiful, tropical town. I haven't done this in a minute, but let's describe Goldfish. As you guys get into Goldfish, you can see that it is full of different types of people. Tourists, mainly. Fishmen, kappas, humans, some elves, a couple different dragonborn sprinkled throughout the town. It's a good amount of tourists. One thing that you guys can all tell is missing is that sound of music, though. Very faint. If any music is playing, it just seems to be very generic, very like tropical vacation music that's being played at like the lowest level possible. However, the smell of seafood, crab, fish, different like poke bowls, a whole bunch of different seafood being cooked in different vendings all over the area or all around. The smell of the sea air it fills the town. It's a nice spot if it wasn't full of all of the weird underlining gang violence and, lack of music. But it's a nice place nonetheless. As you guys all head into town, what would you guys like to do? I'm actually going to start with you, Sirus, since you kind of wanted to go into town right away. Halmon, you are still disguised as Belle at the moment in time. But Sirus, you're kind of in the back of the group right now, standing next to Wendeline. You see the group of kappas on the beach. You see the town all bustling around you. Sirus, what would you like to do?
Can I see Paloma yet or no?
Yeah, you can see her on the beach. I'm going to say she's in distance of you, like seeing her. She's like a good about, she's about like 20 feet away, 20, 25 feet away on the beach with a group of kappa.
Okay. Wendeline would probably obviously like see him just silently watching and looking at stuff, thinking of what to say or what to do. But he does look to Astrum and starts to walk up towards Astrum and he like taps him on the shoulder.
Astrum notices him tap him on the shoulder. He's like, "What's up?"
So yesterday I ran into a purple-haired woman. Her name was Paloma, I believe. She said you two have history.
Yeah, you could say that is. Where'd you run into her?
So he's like, ran into her when I was helping out Wendeline get her brother back. She said she was looking for you, and as he like looks over and he's like, I think that's her over there. And I was kind of coming over here to see if you wanted me to come with you, perhaps, or if you wanted to handle that by yourself.
Well, guess there's no better time than right now. Is there something you need to ask her about?
Oh, I got something. And it's with that mural. I saw her signature on it.
Yeah, Al kind of told me about that. Tell you what, I'll talk to her first. Then you can kind of come in afterwards, because I have no clue what she's about to say.
I'm gonna actually have Sakura. I'm gonna have you click this, Sakura. You hear them talking about this. I mean, you're right there, Sakura. You're an elf girl. You know this, and you heard Sakura that she was the one seemingly that drew that mural with you on it. So I'm gonna actually have Stassi. I'm gonna have Wendeline, Sirus, Astrum, and Sakura. I'm actually gonna have all you three or all four of you head to Paloma. So
yeah,
Sakura,
I was gonna say I can see where she was at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are in a group together, and you can all see Paloma. And since you all are like kind of huddled together, I'm going to not separate you guys, but I'm going to have that be one group, while then Pippa, Halmon, Amalia, Clive, and Belle kind of then focus on the drown mission. But Sirus, you, Stassi, or Wendeline, Astrum, and Sakura here, you guys are going to focus and kind of turn gear towards Paloma. And I'm going to have the group kind of just see that this is happening. You guys kind of make that mental decision. So Sirus, let's take Wendeline, Sakura, Astrum, and Stassi or Wendeline. Let's get you guys over there towards Paloma. So I'm actually going to also bring Sakura over there as well. While Belle, Pippa, Amalia, Clive, Halmon, you guys are kind of still at the front of the town over here. We'll get to you guys in a second. So I want to go over here first to Astrum, Brave, Astrum, Sirus, Wendeline, and Sakura. You guys go over to Paloma on the beach with the Kappa over there. Astrum, she sees you. She clocks you as you're coming in. Wendeline, Sirus, you recognize her from last night. And Sakura, you're seeing Paloma for the first time. She's very beautiful, Sakura. Beautiful island girl, like a beautiful Hawaiian Pacific Islander kind of look to her. Nice, beautiful purple lavender hair. She now is sporting her like pink bikini she was wearing, but underneath like a pink kind of sundress. And the Kappa are all like singing behind her. They're like, I'm alive, tell them I'm alive. And they're singing like kind of this little live song behind her, but they're trying to keep calm. But Astrum, you realize that they're causing a lot of attention to themselves. The Kappas aren't supposed to be doing this. So, Astrum, what would you like to do as you approach?
So Astrum's gonna kind of like go to her. He's like, Oma, what are you doing? Why are you not keeping it low key?
There you are, Astrum. It's been forever, baby. How I didn't think you were ever gonna come back. I mean, I started learning music from you, and you started teaching me all these beautiful things and all of that stuff. I started honing my visions. Ever since you started teaching me, it's just, I didn't know if you were ever gonna come back. She gives you like a big hug, and I don't think, Astrum, you clocked that she cared about you this much. You'd briefly met Paloma years ago, and she seemed to be very interested in you. But I don't think you realize the effect that you'd had on her. She seems to be clearly almost like a fangirl to you. She lets go and is like, we're behind you. Me and all the Kappas. We've decided to join Hades in the war.
They're joining us in the war.
Yeah. Look, the Kappas were speaking with the rebel drow. We're not going to join their recruitment. No matter what they're doing to the Kappas, no matter how much they're killing us and the fish folk here, we are protecting goldfish, and we will stand up with you guys in the ending fight. We will be a part of the Hades army to save music.
I think it's safe to say that right now is the perfect time to be fighting for this place, because these new friends of mine are really strong. At the same time, you gotta kind of do things the right way. You can't just be out and about playing this music in front of God knows who. We gotta kind of keep it low key.
At that moment, Sirus, Wendeline, Sakura, Astrum, you see that large shark man up there behind you on that middle of all those fishmen up there? He spots that singing. He hears it. He sees the rambunctious Kappa, and he sees a man in knight's armor. Sirus, he clocks you. This giant shark man. Wendeline, you see him too, this giant shark man. He just jumps through the air. Boom! He lands and bounds right in the center of the Kappa. I'm going to have... You know what? I like to have other people do this. You guys know I love to do this. As the Sharkman bounds and lands, Astrum, give me a roll of your D20. Whatever you get is the amount of Kappa that unfortunately get hurt at this moment in time. I know it's evil of me to do, but I like when you guys give me the damage there. What'd you get?
No, I'm saying I don't know like what to roll. Like,
just roll a D20. Just hit the D20, like the dice. Just hit. I can do it. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I'll just do it over here.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool. Because mine was shit. So you do it.
19.
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Okay, so unfortunately, Wendeline, Sirus, Sakura, you see that this shark guy comes in, and he just fucking, boom! He just bashes at least 19 of the 20 poor little Kappas that are right there in that little group. This fucking shark man, Wendeline, Sakura, Cyrus, the little Kappa people fly over your heads as these little tiny turtle folk are just being bashed by this large giant shark man. He seems to come out of nowhere as he's like, "Rah! No singing on the beach!" He just seems like he fucking hates it. So Cyrus, Wendeline, Sakura, you see as this giant, huge shark monster of a man. He clocks you, Cyrus. He's like, "Oh, you're a knight. More food for me to chew on inside of that armor." And he just like literally bares his giant shark teeth and he
I think
zeroes.
Cyrus just kind of tilts his head and goes, "So do you? So you're just desperate to die."
So Wendeline, Sakura, you're right there too. This giant fucking shark man right on the ready. However, Sakura, remember on the back of your mind, Paloma right here has all the information on you being on that wall. So I want you to make sure you keep that in mind, Sakura. However, before we get to that fight, the rest of you, Pippa, Halmon, Belle, and Amalia and Clive, you guys are over on this other side. You want to join them in this fight against this shark man, or are you guys going to hang over that way? Halmon, I'm going to ask you first. You're still disguised as Belle, though, so I want you to know that.
To sit out.
You want, yeah, you're kind of going to sit out it, okay?
Yeah,
so
I need to.
Yeah, you're kind of hanging back, Halmon, because you know that you're in disguise. Clive, are you going to hang back as well? Do you think your team has got it?
I was going to look at everyone else in the party. You think we should help them out? Because I fear this is going to escalate.
Oh no, it could escalate, but we still need to go find the draft center too. We have a lot of stuff we need to do. Do we have to roll to see like maybe what their advantage is?
No, I mean you can see that it's the four of them against one. So, I mean it's a large shark man, but I guess it depends on how much you guys trust your team.
Are we in like yelling?
Oh, y'all need to get in there now.
I mean, you're in yelling distance. I'm gonna say, Pippa, you can call out to Cyrus if you think that you want to ask him for help or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Hey, Cyrus, you guys good? You need us?
Cyrus just like, he doesn't even say anything. He's just like, just keep going.
So Cyrus is like, go on. Okay, so Cyrus, you're gonna keep that group. So Wendeline, Sakura, Astrum, and Cyrus, you're kind of on your own little group mission over here, and we're gonna get back to you guys in 1 second to start that fight. I guess the rest of you on there are going to head up to the Drow Center then. Pippa, Amalia, do you want to join them in the fight, or are you going to hang in with this group?
I'll stay with the captain.
Oh, okay, you're going to stay with Pippa. And then Belle, I'm assuming you're going to obviously stay with them, and you're going to stay next to your doppelganger. So, Belle, you're kind of still grouped with them, and you guys are going to, I guess, head up to try to find where that recruitment center is. Pippa, is there anything you wanted to do with your group, or where you're going to lead them?
Well, we don't know where it is. So I was thinking, since I can talk to animals, maybe I can ask like one of the goldfish or something if they know where the Drow Center is.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of little. You guys, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Remember, as I told you when you first got to goldfish, there's like golden goldfish floating around in the sky, kind of like birds. They're like levitating instead of being in the water. For some reason, it's pretty accustomed here to see floating goldfish around the area. Like it's that, hence the name goldfish. It seems to be a common kind of animal that seems to be around here, these out of water goldfish. So Pippa, did you want to ask one of them anything?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go up to the closest one. Hi, excuse me, do you happen to know where the Drow Center is? It should be close by. If you could point me in the right direction would be awesome.
As you know, goldfish don't have very good memories. So the goldfish is like swimming like back and forth, and the goldfish is like, oh yeah, I think I know where it is. What did you ask me?
Where the Drow Center is, it should be close to here.
Oh yeah, I know where it is. What Oh, what were we talking about? What were we saying?
Which way the Drow Center is?
So Pippa has this.
Pippa
has
literally one more time.
So she asked the goldfish ends up getting. He says, "Oh yeah. If you head up that way, there's a whole bunch of gray elves up there. Yes, if you keep going up north, he kind of points you in a direction, Pippa, up through the town. If you head up that way, you should be able to find a whole bunch of strange gray elves, if that's what you're looking for."
Probably yes.
Blub, blub, blub. He's like a little fish, so he's blubbing.
Thank you so much. Do you have any other advice for us? Is there anything weird that you noticed that maybe we should stay
Oh, be careful of their weapons. They're very strong, those drow. They seem to have quite a hold on the town. What were we talking about? So the goldfish, he's just like in and out of conversation. But Pippa, you have managed to find out that the drow are up kind of a little farther up through town. So did you want to direct the team that way?
Yeah, so guys, I think we should head this way. Probably is where it's at. But also, too, Pippa's going to look over at Halmon and Belle, and I'm going to kind of whisper, can you guys, like, figure out a way so I know who is actually who? Like, maybe like a little sound.
I give her the double middle fingers.
I still can't tell who that is.
It could be Belle, could be Halmon. Yeah. Belle does that too. So Halmon, is there anything else you can give Pippa?
I mean, I could tell her to roll better, but that's also what Belle does.
So Pippa, you just kind of then start leading the team. All right, so I'm gonna have that team. You guys start heading up north towards the drow recruitment center. However, let's get back to the other group. I'm gonna have Wendeline, Sirus, Sakura, and Astrum. Please give me initiative rolls, please.
Oh my gosh.
It's only 4 of you versus 1.
Ooh,
He's
21.
very 21 for Sakura. Great job. Sirus?
I got a 20.
A 20. Nice. Wendeline?
I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. And then last one, Astrum?
25.
25. Nicely done. So great job. So the shark fighter is going to... he has a 24. So he's right after you, Astrum. So first one on the fight. Astrum, you're up on deck as this large kind of fight. The shark man comes out. He's right there. Hold on. Let me bring him down. The shark man named Kilroy. He jumps down here. He's knocked a whole bunch of cap out of the way. Unfortunately, Paloma and the other cap are there, while you guys are right here next to him. He stands about 10 feet away or so from you guys. So kind of ranging, but Astrum, you're up first.
Astrum's gonna do, he kind of looks back at Paloma and he's like, this is what I was talking about keeping it low key. And then he looks back at the shark man and without hesitation, first move, he's gonna pull off Great Sword, Sea Serpent Strike.
All right, that's your go-to. You pull out your sword.
I think I hit the wrong button. I hit the damage first.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You hit damage first, so make sure you do the hit.
10.
10. So unfortunately, you don't hit with the 10. You go to try to hit that shark man. However, unfortunately, Astrum, you do miss. Zoom! You kind of move forward to slice him. However, the Sea Serpent Strike does not hit. You can also use Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action, though, if you want to give anybody, advantage, as if you'd like. That's just up to you. That's more of just if you want to or not kind of thing.
Let's see. I'm looking through my spells, see what I got. I don't think I have anything for Bardic Inspiration, I don't think.
Oh, no. Bardic Inspiration is just something you can do as a bonus action, remember. It's you have Bardic Inspiration, you can give it to your team, and I believe it gives... What is the amount that Bardic Inspiration gives again, guys? Somebody out here knows. Is it a +2 or is it a +4 to something?
I think it depends on the level.
Okay, depends on the level.
I think it's it could be like a 1d8 or 1d6, but I don't know. I don't really play Bard like that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember that, to be honest with you. I'll have to look into that.
In the actions, is it its own thing, or is it
it's a bonus action.
Bonus action. It's a 1d8.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
It's a D8.
Astrum, it's 1d8.
1d8. So you can give the group basically 1d8. You roll a 1d8.
He can give inspiration to one person.
Yeah, for one person on the team.
Who's attacking after me?
I'm going to say that it's going to be Sakura, actually.
Okay, so if I give it to Sakura,
You have a bardic inspiration of 1d8. So just roll that d8.
2.
Okay, so you get a +2, Sakura,
Okay.
for your stuff. You get a little bit of a +2 for all your stuff, for your for your
Alright.
hit. Great job.
Wait,
So after
I
that,
had a long rest though the other
yeah, you did.
last
You
time.
all had a
Okay,
long
okay.
rest.
Hold on, let me
Yeah.
update it real quick then.
You're good. The
I
Shark
couldn't
Man
update
is
it.
now going up next, and the Shark Man is zooming in on Sirus right now. So Wendeline, you're picking up that this Shark Man is right next to, like, kind of looking at you guys, and Wendeline, you're picking up that he's zooming in on Sirus. For some reason, Sirus, this Shark Man is just, he's on you. He sees that armor, and he wants to fuck you up. So he's pulling out
Wait, so
that
it's not
laser
me?
cannon. No, you're up next after the Shark Man.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He has to roll first. So the Shark Man is going to shoot at you, Sirus. However, he does have a plus here. He has a +4 on his hit. Damn, he did not hit, Sirus. So he pulls out that laser gun. He aims it at you. Boom! However, Sirus, you miss, or he misses as he kind of passes you with this blue laser beam. Zoom! Just goes straight by your head, Sirus, and he misses. However, he has multi-attack, and he's going to shoot again with his thing. So the shark is going to shoot again, Sirus. Oh, fuck. So, damn. So he shoots Sirus again. Boom! However, misses. Sirus, you lucked out because that would have hit you. They're really strong. So 2 misses, Sirus. He gets 1 more here. And he has a +6, or sorry, +4. Sirus, what's your armor class?
21.
Damn. So he missed that one too. So you're really strong, buddy. Boom! 1 more shot. Unfortunately, Sirus, he misses. But Sakura, you're up next, baby.
Sirus is ready to fuck him up.
Okay.
He's just waiting.
Y'all already know
Cyrus.
what I am about to do. We're gonna do the witch's bolt.
A witch bolt, sending it
Yes.
straight towards the Shark Man.
19.
You hit.
Yes.
You hit.
Okay. Let's see the damage.
Sakura always gives high damage, guys. You know that.
Can't
8d12. Jesus Christ.
Alright.
49 points. Great job.
Yeah.
That demigoddess magic. Paloma, by the way, as she sees this happen, she kind of, you notice, I'm going to have Sirus and Wendeline and Astrum. You all notice that her watching Sakura, she gets extremely scared. Paloma sees Sakura using this magic, and she like goes, holy shit. And she like backs off, kind of falls to the sand, a little bit nervous. But Sakura, you managed to fucking damage him really bad. Great job.
Yay.
The Shark Man takes him. Ah! He screams as he just like his hit with this magic beam. Sirus, you are up next.
All right, there we go. Let's do this. I'm using my Valid Enmity on him, so I'm going to get advantage on each of these hits. And then I'm going to smite him 2 times.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Roll my real
And
dice for
then
this one.
Wendeline, you're up next, by the way, just so you know, because it's a pretty short battle. He's only 1, so you guys all get a pretty good couple turns here. And then after we're done with this fight, we'll cut back to the rest of the group before the night's over.
All right, so that first one is a 19 plus 10. So
19 plus 10.
19 plus 10.
You hit. Damn, Sirus came back heavy. He came back heavy when he came back, guys. So
All right.
is that 17 damage or that's just the hit?
That's 17 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add 3d8 on this one. All right, that's plus 14. And we're going to roll again to see if I hit the second one. That's a 17 plus 10.
Okay, well, yeah, you definitely hit with those.
All right. That's a
And
12
12.
damage.
Got you.
And then
Nice
one
hits.
more.
Wendeline, you're seeing Sirus get crazy here. He's like, you're watching as you're once again, you're next to him. Wendeline are always watching Sirus. You're pretty close to him, as you know. You're seeing Sirus just boom, boom, boom. He's just whapping the shit out of this giant shark.
That's 59 damage.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So another 16 damage. Fantastic, Sirus.
I think
So,
the main thing he's doing is he's trying to cut off his trigger finger to that gun. So he's just slashing at him and also trying to take off that finger.
I'm going to say, since you took him down to half damage, You definitely chopped off one of his hands. Gone. So he's having a hard time. He's holding that other gun still. I'm going to have him hold that gun. But you chopped off the other hand, and he's bleeding. So he'll definitely have to roll. I'm going to have to roll for blood loss with a D6, I believe, next turn. So he definitely...
All he's going to say is, you still want to taste the armor?
He's like, his tongue like just drips out of his mouth, his giant jagged shark teeth to look at you. Wendeline, you're up, baby. What do you want to do? Turn on your mic.
Mess him up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just cast Scorching Ray, 4th level.
4th level, boom. Hit me with Scorching Ray.
So that, do I hit this first?
Yep, to hit, boom. You hit, you
Okay,
hit.
so that's 20 to hit. Right, and that's 9 points of damage.
Yep.
That's just one hit, right?
Does it say Scorching Ray? It's 3, right? Isn't Scorching Ray 3 different times? Yeah.
Yup, 1 second.
Yeah, you got 3 hits, baby. You got 3 hits.
Okay, so first one was a 9, second one was a 4, and last one's a 7.
Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Just hit with the Scorching Rays. Bah, bah, bah. Your golden flame shoot out. You're right behind Sirus. So it's pretty a sick attack. You guys are doing well. Sakura, basically, zoom, Astrum. You were a little flustered at first. You swung in there, but let's say all the Kappas around you, Astrum, they didn't help with your hit. You're kind of looking out for them. The rest of this team, however, Astrum, they're all hitting. Sakura, boom. Wendeline, boom, boom, boom. Sirus, whap, whap, whap. You guys are just basically taking down this literally whop, 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 whop. I'm going to fuck them up. Like, you guys are doing a great job. So back to you, Astrum. We're back at the very top. You're up on deck, my friend. You can hit him right now. He's really fucked up right now. He's not out yet. He's got a couple moves up his sleeve still, guys. I'm looking at you, Sirus.
Definitely don't think I'm going to do a spell just because, like, it's not really necessary at this point where he's like already so messed up. So Astrum's just gonna go for another sea serpent strike.
All right, you love to hit with the sword. You love your sea serpent sword. You can do it. Go for it. Give him a hit. You hit with that one. You do hit.
9 damage.
9 damage. Fantastic. Boom. So you hit him this time. Sea serpent strike. The kind of blue blade you stab into him, he takes it right to the gut, and he just bleeds out. Also, he has to take the bleeding damage from that as well, because it's his turn now as well. So I got to take some blood loss damage. That is going to be 5 from Sirus. So he's pretty fucked up. However, Sirus, he's going to leap and bound and try to land right in front of you. So Sirus, he's going to move. And he's going to jump right in front of you. Sirus, Kilroy is upset. And you can tell he clearly hates the West Kingdom government. He hates knights. And Wendeline, you can see the black, beady, fucking dark eyes that he has just zoom in on Sirus. Sirus, he's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking a knight with me. So he just, all of a sudden, Sirus, you see as he opens up his armor, he has on a bomb attached to his chest, and he's going to set it off right in front of you, Sirus. However, everybody in the radius, Sakura, Wendeline, Astrum, you need to give me a save, please. A saving roll, a strength save here, as it goes off, and he kills himself.
I am going to ask one question.
Okay.
Is it possible? Now, I don't think that it will protect them completely, but I'll at least negate the damage from them. Would it be possible if I go 10 feet and try to grapple him to take more of that damage so it doesn't hit them?
Okay. Just because
Dude, don't do it.
I let Halmon do this before.
Don't do it.
So I'm going to say, Sirus, I'm going to just do this. If you want to, like, pull him back, like, during that motion, he's going to kill himself. He's going to blow himself up. So he's kind of giving up his turn. So, Sirus, I'm going to say, if you want, you can pull yourself to take a 10-foot action. You're up next. Do you want to use that action to pull back?
Like, pull him back.
I lost my leg, dude. Don't do it.
Okay. So
I'm a lot
Cyrus,
more,
you pull him
I'm a lot
back.
more durable than you are, bro. I know I can take this.
Wendeline, you are watching this shocked. Sakura, you are shocked. Astrum, he's being a bro right now. He's literally doing the jump on a grenade. So Wendeline, you're seeing Cyrus. You see that this bomb is about to go off, and he sees it. He's pulling him out of the way. Wendeline, you see that he's doing this. Cyrus, unfortunately, you are going to take at least, hold on, I'm not done yet. 23 plus 17. So that's what? 23 plus 17. What's 23 and 17? That's thank you. Do fast math for me, guys.
That's 40.
40? Thank you. So 40 hit points of damage off of that, Cyrus. I thought it was going to be bigger, but it's only 40 damage right now. But I mean, he explodes, so that kills him. However, Cyrus, you take 40 damage as you blast back onto the ground. Not as much as Halmon, so you don't lose any limbs or anything like that. Halmon took literally like 75 hit points of fucking laser beam damage. Cyrus, you lucky are wearing all your armor. You got blown back, but you managed to help Wendeline, Sakura, and Astrum not be hurt. So they did not get hurt. But Cyrus, you smash onto the ground and you are knocked prone. However, the Shark Man explodes as you watch Kilroy, all of you. He just explodes and goes into a whole bunch of pieces all over the beach. And Cyrus, you're laying there basically knocked onto the ground.
I think he's knocked out.
Okay, so Cyrus, I'm going to say you're knocked out.
Yeah,
Wendeline, you see Cyrus fly back and get knocked out. Do you want to do anything? Sakura, Astrum, you guys want to do anything?
Well, obviously, I'm going to check if he's okay.
Oh, well, I would assume so. So, Wendeline, you just so you rush over. I'm going to have Wendeline, you run over to go check on Cyrus. You do see like Cyrus is unconscious, though, Wendeline. He is unconscious. He's taken damage. He's not dead, but he has been knocked unconscious.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Wait, so how much health does he have?
How much health do you have, Cyrus? You okay?
I have 140. My health is 180, and it just took me down to 140.
Yeah, he just took him down to 140.
Oh, okay, it's not that bad.
You're sleeping. Okay.
I'm asleep. I'm taking a nap.
He's been knocked out. He's just been knocked out, basically thrown onto his back, wind knocked out of him. Pretty fucked up.
That's still 40 though. That's still 40. I'm still hurt though.
Yeah, I mean, I can cast a healing. I'm just like, is there anything that's gonna like bring consciousness back for you?
Well, I mean, you can bring consciousness back if you just wake him up. I mean, it's kind of more like he's just been
Smack him
knocked out.
around a bit.
So you do notice, Cyrus, that Wendeline's like over you as she kind of like hits your helmet. Like, Wendeline, what do you want to say to him? You're trying to like wake him, get him up.
No, let me cast. I'll just cast Healing Word 4th level.
Okay. So Wendeline, you run over. Sakura, Astrum, you watch as she goes to heal Cyrus.
That's 13 points of healing as I cast it.
So Cyrus, she gives you 13 healing points back, Cyrus. Your headache clearly kind of immediately goes away from landing on the ground, bashing your head. The blood wound that's been dripping down your forehead, it clears up, and you wake up again, Cyrus. Wendeline has kind of made you conscious again. And Wendeline, you're kind of looking down at Cyrus as you've waken him up from just taking a bomb for you guys. So what are you guys gonna do next before we wrap up tonight's game?
She looks at Cyrus and is just like, "Hey, welcome back. We're not done yet."
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is everyone good?
Are you good?
No, I'm not. I'm not good. I think I broke a rib.
You feel? Give me a medicine check, Cyrus. I want to give you a or Wendeline. You can give me a medicine check too. Sakura and Astrum, as you're just watching them have this moment.
I'm too old for this shit. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, you keep doing it.
Because I care.
It's a 22 for medicine check.
He definitely has broken a rib. You can hear it from his voice that he's definitely a rib broken.
Damn. Shit. Okay.
Y'all,
So
y'all, go,
Wendeline,
y'all go talk to Paloma. I'm gonna lay here.
I didn't
for
realize
you.
it was that bad. I could have casted it stronger.
No, I'm gonna lay here for a little bit.
so you guys are just hanging out on the beach for a second as she's getting you stable. However, we're going to end tonight's game right here, and next week we're going to start off with you, Amalia, Halmon, Pippa, Clive, and Belle. We're going to start with you guys on the mission with the drow next week. As we end tonight here, Paloma then stands up behind Astrum and looks to you, Sakura. You shouldn't be here. Astrum, what is she doing here?
Astrum looks at her kind of confused. I mean, he clicks together like what Cal told him earlier. And also, he just looks at her and he's like, Loma, what do you know about Sakura?
Sakura, Paloma looks to you. Looks like up and down your body. I've had dreams about you. When I sing my songs, it's like the All-Father is... It's like he's giving me visions. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced anything like that, but when I pray to the All-Father and I sing my hymns, sometimes I'll get visions. And when I was a child, I used to sing and I used to get visions of these 4 masters from the legends. But there was always you. She points to you, Sakura. You were with them. What?
I'm not sure what you mean by with them.
What I'm saying is that whenever I would have these visions, it was visions of the future. And I would see the masters, and every time I saw them, you were there. Among them. And now you're here with Astrum in our town, and everything is going crazy, and it's probably due to these masters. I saw you.
I know I might have been in your dreams, and that's really weird, but what does that mean that I have anything to do with the masters?
Well, in my dreams, you and the masters were standing on the precipice of the end of the world.
Well, maybe it's because we'll help fix it.
I guess we'll see. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game. As you guys are talking with Paloma, Sakura, it seems that she has had visions much like Wendeline's, connected to the All-Father. Perhaps visions of a future, perhaps visions of a future that can be changed. Wendeline, you hearing this, clock it, as this is something that happens to you yourself. So Astrum, Sakura, Wendeline, and Sirus, you're left here on the beach with Paloma and the rest of the Kappa, as she seems to have visions of a future that may or may not happen, like you, Wendeline. And Sakura, now you're left with a feeling of not only you're the daughter of a god, but seemingly you are involved in this story even more than you ever knew. However, the rest of you are on the way to find Norman and the Drow Recruitment Center. Pippa, Clive, Halmon, Belle, and Amalia headed up in that direction across town. We shall see what will happen next week when we play some D&D! All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by episode 90. We only have about 9 more episodes to go, guys, as we slowly break down what this is all about. Where is Sirus from? Is he supposed to be king? Wendeline, do you really work for the god, the All-Father, or not? Pippa, is the masters real? Sakura, are you a master? Clive, who will take over your storytelling position? We all need to see. And Drew, has it fallen, Halmon? Or can you go run it again and save your dad? We will find out starting again next week. So, thank you guys for playing, and I'll see you guys next week, all right? Boom! Get out of here. Turn it off there.